The Nethravathi River, once a symbol of life in Dakshina Canada, became the backdrop for a chilling crime on October 10, 2012. That morning, the community awoke to news that shattered their peace. A young girl had been found murdered on the riverbank. She was tied to a tree with her own shawl, a detail so cruel it stunned everyone. The valley's sense of safety was gone, replaced by fear and outrage. This wasn't just another crime, it was a wake-up call that exposed deep cracks in the system. The river, sacred and serene, now seemed to conceal more than it revealed. Who was this girl? Who could commit such brutality? Was this a one-off horror, or a sign of something darker? The discovery set off a chain of protests, accusations, and a legal battle that would last over a decade. The river had given up one secret, but many believed more were hidden beneath its surface. The search for answers had only just begun. The victim was Soujanya, a 17-year-old student at SDM College in Ujjira. On October 9, 2012, she left college for home, a routine walk she never completed. Her family's worry turned to panic as night fell and she didn't return. The next day, their worst fears were realized. Soujanya's body was found near the Nethravathi River. She had been raped and murdered, her hands tied with her own shawl. The brutality of the crime shocked the community and ignited a demand for justice. Soujanya's story became a symbol of the dangers women face, even in places they should feel safe. Her family's grief was thrust into the public eye, forcing them to fight for answers. Her name became a rallying cry, a reminder of how fragile safety can be. The question was no longer just who did this, but why, and how many others might have suffered in silence. The search for truth was about to uncover even darker secrets. As Soujanya's murder investigation began, a sanitation worker stepped forward with a disturbing claim. He alleged he'd been ordered to secretly bury the bodies of many women by the Nethravathi River, suggesting Sowjanya's case was part of a hidden pattern. His testimony painted the riverbank as a secret graveyard, where victims of violence were erased from memory. Activists soon connected the dots, alleging over 450 women had died under suspicious circumstances in the area. These weren't just numbers, they were lives, stories cut short and never properly investigated. Protests erupted, demanding answers not just for Soujanya, but for all the women lost to silence. The community refused to accept easy explanations, convinced that predators operated with impunity. Suspicion soon turned toward a powerful local institution, believed by many to be shielding the truth. The whispers from the riverbank had become a roar for justice. The fight was no longer just for Soujanya, it was for every silenced voice. From the start, the police investigation was marred by doubts and accusations of incompetence. Authorities quickly arrested Santosh Rao, a local man with mental health issues, and declared the case closed. Soujanya's family and activists insisted he was a scapegoat, shielding the real influential culprits. For 11 years, Rao languished in prison until a Bengaluru court acquitted him, citing destroyed evidence and a failed investigation. The verdict confirmed what many suspected: the system had protected the powerful, not the victim. Persistent allegations pointed to a prominent temple trust and its influential leader, accused of derailing the investigation. Despite the acquittal and public outcry, the Karnataka High Court refused to reopen the case in 2024. For Soujanya's family, especially her father who fought until his death, the system offered no justice. The truth remained buried, and the real killers walked free. The community's trust in justice was shattered. More than a decade later, Soujanya's case remains unsolved, a haunting symbol of a broken justice system. The public's faith in law enforcement is shaken, and the questions from 2012 still echo. In 2025, a viral video reignited interest but also triggered backlash and attempts to silence dissent. The Karnataka High Court's intervention protected free speech but highlighted the powerful forces still at play. Soujanya's story forces us to confront how power and influence can bury the truth. The allegations of hundreds of suspicious deaths in the area remain uninvestigated, deepening the sense of unease. Is Sowjanya's case just the tip of the iceberg? The Nethravathi River flows on, its surface calm, its depths holding secrets. The silence is heavy, not peaceful but unsettled, filled with unanswered questions. Sowjanya's case is a call for accountability, a reminder that justice means fearlessly seeking the truth, no matter the cost.